Hi everyone, this is Cindy with Create the Heart, and I'm back with a mini album share. This is an album that I made for a swap I am in. It's the Romance in Paris, or Paris Romance Gatefold album swap, hosted by Rosa Kelly, Scrapbooking. So anyway, I am not a huge fan of Gatefold albums, making them anyways. I always struggle with them. They never quite lay right for me. I gave this one a go. I think I did fairly well, but not as well as I could do with different types of albums. So this one is probably kind of my weakest, the weakest album that I make. It's hard because I started off, and the thing about this kind of album is that what goes in the album will end up pulling on your closure. So I had done a closure with magnets, and then once I started putting things in the album, it wouldn't close. It wouldn't stay. Like the magnets just couldn't hold anymore. So I then had to adapt, and I used Velcro as well because it wouldn't stay closed. So anyway, that's kind of what I did. So the paper that I used is an older collection. It's called Cartabella. I have the 6x6 here to show you guys. It's called Cartabella Paris Girl. I have a 12x12 and the 6x6. And I also threw in a little bit of some Prima paper because I just didn't quite have enough paper in that collection to get this done. So the cover, here I used a sticker that I mounted on some cardstock along with some of this trim right here. And then I have some Prima flowers that I had in my stash that I placed on the bottom to kind of hide some paper indeficiencies, but it worked really well. So for my spines, because there's two spines, I did a black rose treatment there on the side there, as well as on the side here, which I actually really like. So it gives it a very neat and tidy kind of appearance. I'm usually not one for big jangly things on the sides because to me it kind of gets in the way of the album, makes it difficult to open up, and if you put it on your shelf it catches or whatever. So I'm kind of a practical person, so I kind of like a neat and tidy spine so it'll sit on your shelf nicely. So it just opens like this, and it doesn't lay really well is what I'm saying here. But anyway, here's the front page. And I did a little poodle here, and then I've got a little sticker up here. I kept it fairly simple. It kind of opens like this, and there's a magnet here that helps keep this part closed. But it opens up like this, and then I did a rose gold Eiffel Tower here. And then the opening here, I've got a little Prima girl that I just kind of colored in. And then right here, I did a belly band. And then there's a very simple tag that I did right here. And it just lays like that. Okay, so then we flip it over to the next page. And so this page right here is a waterfall. Just a simple waterfall feature right here. And then on this side, I have this wooden dress form. And so I had this from Saw Crafters, I don't know how long ago. And then I did a flower here. But I just covered it in some scrap of the paper that's from the front of the book. And then I just hot glued it on there with a rose right there. And then each of these has a pocket, which I'm not going to pull out. They're fairly plain. It's just cardstock, but I put some trim there on the side. So I'm not going to pull those out because it's kind of a pain. And then on this side, I created a photo mat here. It says the best of times. There's a cute little poodle. And then I did some simple tags here. So I did a little tag treatment here. Very simple little tags there. And I like how that came out actually. And then this side with the dress form paper, I took some tulle that I had that had like a glitter treatment, and all I did was just kind of gather it along the sides and hot glued it. So it kind of gave this kind of fussy, fluffy kind of look, which is pretty cute actually. And then when you open it, here's our middle pieces. And so I've got a little bit of a struggle right here because these want to fall out. But I've got two tags here, which are kind of hard to come out, which is kind of a pain. Like I said, I struggled with this album a little bit, but these tags come out, but I'm going to slide them back in because I want them to stay in. And then this part opens up, and then you open it like this, and it's got a pocket with a simple tag. And then this side opens up as well. And then this one has just a mat. And then it's got these tags that we have to be careful don't like fly out. And then, of course, it's got a pocket here that has the trim right here. Okay, and then this piece just flips up. Nothing crazy with that. And then this piece right here also flips up. So we've got two flip ups here. And I don't think this opens. Oh yeah, there's a pocket there, but that's right there. Okay, so then this side right here, trying to keep that down, it's got this Eiffel Tower, but the Eiffel Tower is open so that you can put your picture in. And then we have this here, and then I had this glue this down because this part was struggling to stay down a little bit. And then in here, the back, I made a pocket, and then I did one sort of fancy tag because I didn't want too much bulk. And so here is my fancy tag. I used a Prima Doll, which I colored in, and then I used a variety of flowers that I had, along with this cute little poodle. It says Valentine Girl right there. And then it's got this tulle fluff at the top. And so that's my one fancy tag that I made for this album. And then that's pretty much the album. There is a tutorial on Rosa Kelly's website that we were supposed to follow, which I did follow. Just try to customize it a little bit, you know, to my taste. But yeah, the Gatefold album, I find hard to get it to lay well and open well and all that other good stuff. So anyway, and then it closes like that, and we're all set to go. So I do want to make a card, and I also want to give a little gift. So we'll see if I can get that done tonight before I pack it up to mail, because I hope to mail it tomorrow or drop it off tomorrow or Saturday. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy with Creating with the Heart.